Hi everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Blooming Chronicles. I hope you had an amazing week. As promised, I have a new camera. It doesn't really show my eyes very well, probably because it's quite bright outside, but definitely the quality of the video is much better. I couldn't manage to change the microphone yet, but it will be happening in the next few episodes. Today I'm in company of my little dog Orbi, which is right by next to me. I hope it's not going to bark during the recording. It's going to be quite spontaneous today. I didn't prepare anything, to be honest. I didn't really have time. It was a quite busy week preparing for the most amazing day of the year, which I believe it's next Monday, International Women's Day. Make sure you celebrate the women in your life. They are the best human being, I would say. Uh, so I hope you're ready with lots of flowers, lots of gifts. Be sure that you're prepared. Today, as I mentioned, I didn't prepare much, but I managed to buy some flowers on Monday from one of our Dutch supplier. Also, as you can see, they are in this bucket here. A lot of new business owner in floristry don't really know what is a Dutch bucket, or they don't own any. Uh, I don't own any. This came magically to my door. You can't own a Dutch bucket. The Dutch bucket belongs to the auction, to the Dutch auction. There are three main Dutch auctions in Holland. There are quite a few smaller ones dotted around the country. I will get into Dutch auction perhaps another day, but this is the type of bucket that basically growers use, and the system of the Dutch auction use to basically store the flower, put them in water, and then sell them directly at the auction. As I was mentioning, I bought some flowers. I've got a sort of long forgotten flower, meaning that it was very popular when I was a kid, which is Freesia. Freesia is heavily scented flowers. I must admit, it lost a lot of scent throughout the years, probably because they made it better in terms of longevity. Um, Freesia used to be a very popular choice, especially in the 80s and 90s. Now, I think it's sort of coming back. I've seen a lot of new growers, a lot of new varieties on the market. This specific one that we have today is called Acapulco Red. You understand why I choose this color, because I love Mexico. So I thought Acapulco could it be a nice varieties to choose. What to say about Freesia? Freesia, it's an amazing filler, meaning that it's a good flower to bind together foliage and main flowers in your bouquet. It could be used as a main flowers. It's really small, amazing to use for bridal bouquets, bridal work, because it's actually quite strong. I'm gonna open it up now with you. These particular varieties come from a brand called Kwekerij Duinland. Apologies for my Dutch. I'll make sure that I learn more the pronunciation of Dutch words in the future. So I'm gonna open it. Unfortunately, still a single-use plastic that we have around, but obviously it will get better in the future, or that's what I hope so. So Freesia comes in 50. I've never seen Freesia come in less than 50, simply because they are quite small flowers. Um, in the UK, it used to be as well very popular in the 80s, 70s, 90s, long before I born, because it was a local produce. It was very popular to grow freesias. Probably still are some. There is still some growers in the Isle of Scilly. So it could be easily grow in the UK. It comes from a bulbs as well. It's a proper spring flowers, I would say. This is a lovely color. You can see definitely colors better than last week. Apologies, it's very bright outside. I choose this room because the room of my house is quite dark. Um, It's a sort of orangey, bronzy red color. It was much brighter, much more red, let's say, when I bought them. They came already very open, which is quite unusual for freesias. Freesias, I think one of the problem in purchasing freesia is the fact that freesia comes very tight, very close. They last forever. These, for a week-old freesia, they are not too bad, I would say. So as you can see, later, I'm going to do a little arrangement that I will post on Instagram, and then I'll share the video with you on YouTube. Um, what to say? They're quite straight. Normally, they come a bit more flexed, a bit more bendish. Let's say is a very good quality. Um, what else about Freesia? Freesia can be used definitely in contrast, can be used in events, can be used pretty much anywhere. They are fairly easy flowers to do to use. Let me open them up now. So they normally comes with a lot of little branches, a lot of little new buds, basically, that they won't open, unfortunately. You could use them if you do like small posy bouquet, but normally you strip them down like this. That's how I normally like to use them. Um, I didn't use them for such a long time, so it's nice to have this type of flowers in my hands now. I believe it will get more popular in the next years coming. It gets a bit more expensive, I notice as well. These, I don't remember how much I paid. I guess in the range of 60, 70p. So yeah, it's not as cheap as perhaps I don't know, a Veronica if you use it as a filler flower. But it's not as scented as it was in the past as well, but it's pretty stunning. The flowers are definitely much bigger than they used to be. But let me go through now with you. I'm gonna share my Chrome. Let's open it up. So, Nursery Duinland, which is basically the company where which grow this freesia, is a family business. They cultivate freesia from over 25 years. Um, is one of the I would say excellence of Dutch growing flowers. Then they have obviously Freesia, the one I was mentioning. The website is completely in Dutch, but it's translated automatic in English. There is a lot of beautiful colors. Look at this double one, expression double, stunning. The one we got today is the Acapulco. That's the one. That's the one. So it's simple flower. There's also sort of orange, orangey, more orangey version double called mandarin. Beautiful flower. Also, they are violating, which is, I guess, a bad translation. Lovely stalks. They grow stalks. I would say Italians are better. Just joking. I'm sure they are absolutely stunning as well. Kiwi Mellow. Kiwi Mellow is the Dianthus. I'm not a big fan of them. It's very popular, but yeah, these are all the products that they do. They also do mixed freesia. I can see. Love a bit of mix. It's good to sell as a like little bouquet for your customer. There is a page exclusively for durability. I can see they are doing a lot of work on sustainability, which is amazing. That's how it should be, and they are proudly certified NPSA. NPS is the international certification about flowers that they developed in Holland. I will talk about it another time. Yeah, they have a lovely, interesting. They also rent out Palms school bus and bouncy castle. Let's see the bouncy castle. Oh, lovely. Very interesting. Anyway, it's an amazing excellence in Dutch growing flowers. Um, Also, I was mentioning about Dutch flower bucket. There is a lot more information on Wikipedia. Unbelievable how a bucket can end up in Wikipedia. Anyway, this is all about. This is all for today. Sorry about my change of voice. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back next week with more interesting content and feature another flower. Buy this beautiful freesia and make sure to use them properly in your bouquet. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and happy International Women's Day to all the women. Take care.